nicking some space back. That's what I'm doing here. I didn't know you can stack the splitters. No, there's 3 configurations of splitter. You don't actually stack them as such. So when you put a splitter down, that's one variation. If you press the tab key, that's another one. And then press the tab key, that's another one. Additionally, when you put this down, you can press the rotate key to orient it. So if you press tab, you'll notice that 2 sides are on the ground and 2 sides are like that. So when you rotate it, you can see which side is coming out which way. Like that. But that's all that is. It's basically that one with the top half of it turned 90 degrees like that. They all function exactly the same. I would like more variation in these. I don't think there's enough variation in them. But the advantage is that they are a way of elevating stuff instantly. So instead of like ramping up, you could use one of them and just instantly ramp. It's a very compact ramping, but the downside of these things is the hitbox around them is it's pretty big. It's like that. They're like huge hitboxes. You can't build anywhere near them, essentially. And it's the same problem when you come over the top. So when you want to come over the top of one, you have to go like super stupid high. There you go. So that endpoint there is still too low, which is horrible. So I kind of want to shrink the hitbox on that as well. Because it just makes your factory look ugly as well. You know? These are all the little sort of idioms that you find out when you when you play the game. Right, I need to drop these down to ground level. I think we can knock that back a little bit. Oh, you scumbag. Oh my god. Sometimes the hitboxes in this game can be very frustrating. There we go. I think I'm barely on the first, but I haven't researched the other ones. That would only be... That's not far. You've got basic logistics, and then you've got improved logistics, and then once you get there, there is no other... I think once you get that, you have all 3 variations of it. I don't think that's an extra tech research. So this box is going to completely get in the way. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Kind of need to... Actually, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We'll replace that with one of these. Ready game. And then that can come out straight. There we go. So they tend to be more compact. Dyson sphere is popping. Is that a good thing? Wait, what? Oh, lack of item. That's fine. You realize that tab cycles through back to redoing your grid. The more you know. Right. I detect a lack of input material. Are they magnetic coils? There's like literally one machine in the entire factory making magnetic coils. We've got a gazillion of them on the other planet. Oh my god. There's me trying to scale the motors up and we've got like one machine going, there's another one, there's another one. Yeah, I mean, that's just a whole world of... Okay. So we're going to need... That's already full. We're going to need to import magnets from the other place. Gears, magnets, and iron. Do you know what? We could probably manufacture these on the other planet and be done with it. We just like literally just manufacture the motors on the other planet and bring them in. It might just be an easier problem. They're used in blue science, so we still need those. Magnetic coils. We still need coils here. Yeah, we've got a problem making, because if I remember, magnets are made by smelting iron ore, so obviously there's a problem with that as well. Because if you look, its input line is being starved by magnets. Otherwise it would be making a lot more than it currently is. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. This is the magnet factory, which is now dead. You like the new office? Thank you. Mr. Zarek, just received my Twitch recap for 2020, and you were number one at 445 hours watched. A big thank you for the entertainment. Zarek, that's a bargain, mate. 445 hours of entertainment. Thank you very much for watching, Zarek. See, I'm better value than Netflix, and they've just put their prices up. Stormworks was your number one watched game. House of building range. Nah. Right, how long do they take to smelt one of these? 1.5 seconds. Oh, this is where we need 9 of them, isn't it? We just get rid of all this nonsense. We're going to sort out this magnet problem. How many did we need again? Is it 9 of them? Now hang on, we've got what for 1.5 seconds. It's 9, isn't it? Yeah. I think. Yeah, because 12 items takes 1.5 seconds. You need 9. Yeah. 4. That's 8. 9. We should do it. This whole thing is just completely shut down now. Get all this land back. I wish there was a way of just, like in Factorio, just drag out a sector and it just, the bots just go and remove everything. Hey Fuzzball. Why do you have to play such streams interesting games when you're trying to work? I'm sorry. I'll try to play some boring games for you. Let's see. This was the iron ingot, which is not there anymore. No, this was the iron ingot, which is not there anymore. That's going to be the new super fast HS2 magnet line. Okay, let's go and finish the belt off. Inaccurate marksman, hitting the sub button for 39 months. I'd say you're pretty accurate, dude. I'd say you need to rename yourself. Maybe call yourself, like, slightly accurate marksman. Like a item. Sounds the game is strange to in the background. Do you mean like... Hey Keith, do you mean like the smelting and belt noises and stuff? Because not all of them are there yet. That's the only thing. What am I after? I'm after belt. I've got the slow belt. Where's that quick belt? Oh, the mechanical clanking, got you. This. The sound of a mecha. There's my splitters, and I can't remember where we make the belts now. Assemblers, processors, circuits. I can see everything but the belt. They're here. I'm going blind. Right in front of me. You just heard me walk from left to right. Nice. Flatten that vein and get rid of it. Put a car park there. Oh, that's what we could do. Alright. High-speed magnet coming. Stream of blindness. No, it absolutely is stream of blindness. Come on, put that meter, but there we go. Right. Now then, the question is... Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. One green belt coming in, two full yellows coming out. Beautiful. Which should now make that thing run a bit better. How long does that take? 1 second. You actually want 6 of those machines, really. Scorp UK, thank you for 4 months. Squirrel T. You're always losing where you build stuff to. Yeah, you see, this is my, like, very first base, and it is not the most ideal layout. Ideally, what you want to aim for, and if Ty's listening, this is a tip. When you're manufacturing stuff, you want to try and get things in the same area so that you're not running... Like, your boxes of stuff have one shopping mall type thing. So you have one area where you come to get all your stuff, yeah? So all your belts, all your splitters, all your assemblers, miners, just have them all grouped in an area. You just go to one place and pick up all your bits and pieces and off you go. Because unlike Factorio, it doesn't have the concepts of you being able to request things from the logistics network. I'm sure they'll add it, but on Factorio, I can say in my backpack, right, make sure that I've always got 600 green belts. And as long as the green belts are on the logistics network, the logistic drones will come over and put things in my backpack. And when you get to that point, you don't need to worry about where anything is, because it'll just bring it to you anyway. But until then... It needs fuel, doesn't it? Until then... Let me charge myself. You need to go and find stuff. You need to pick it up. So and you constantly lose where you put stuff as the factory gets bigger. Whoa. I need to start making stuff with this. It's going to fill up soon. We have so much deuterium. We can make... What are they called? Radioactive... deuterium fuel rods. That says deuteron? That's wrong. It should be deuterium, shouldn't it? Deuterium. Deuterium. Deuteron. Okay, whatever. Just play Factorio. Factorio looks very 2D compared to this game. Yeah, things are flowing a lot better now. However, we're not making anywhere nearer for these. Deuteron is the nucleus of deuterium. Ah, there you go then. I never know it's just if it's like actually correct or it's just a bit of like Chinglish pronunciation, like some kind of Google spell check gone wrong. No, the annoying thing is you can't pass through on assemblers. It's really, really annoying because I really wish that you could, you know, have some kind of pass through underneath here so that you don't have to keep routing stuff around. It's very frustrating. Because as it stands, it's a bit of a struggle to get more of these things in here. If we're a bit clever, I reckon we get 3 in here. The L key turns off the mech's lights for silent running. Do you know what? I never knew that. I never knew the L key existed in this game. We can run that down there. Run that belt down there. And then we have input and output belt here. I think we can do... We can squeeze... So basically have the magnets coming that way. Oh, don't tell me that's not enough of a draw. There we go. It's not ideal. I think we need like 6 of those really, but we haven't got space. Don't know if you heard yet, but the output of the splitters can be filtered in the splitter. Yes, they can. They can indeed. You can prioritize and filter in a sorter or a splitter, whatever they're called. Okay, well that looks like a half stack belt because we need 6 of these. We've only got 3, but it's way better than what we had. I think an all-round better solution though is to just start importing these motors back from the other planet. But that'll require more work. I think also we need to have iron ingots coming back. I just don't think... I don't think very much is going to get passed down to these. Not with that flow rate. Yeah, they're completely magnetic coil starved. They can't work. I reckon what we can have is like have another... Looks like all 3, yeah. Yeah, we're trying to manufacture these. This is a supply and it shouldn't be a supply. We can make those better on the other planet, I think. Because I don't think we need... Everything that they're made from is available on the other planet, I believe. Because it's all like iron and copper. Just reassembled iron and copper. There's no exotic organic material. I remember it, Larry, yes. We'll leave that there, just so I don't end up building something else. But it's far from ideal. One of the things we do need to start doing quickly is this. We need to start making purple cubes. We've got all of those. We need to get these. To get the particle broadband, so we can do fiber optic, we need plastic, which we have, crystal silicon, which we have, and carbon nanotube, which we don't make, but we do have titanium and graphene, so we can make carbon nanotubes. And I think that would best be done down here. Because actually there's the graphite. I think the graphite's exported. Yes, it is. So the graphite can be brought in. Sorry, graphene can be brought in, and titanium ingots. Graphene and titanium are available. That kid, Chris, thank you for 41 months. Took your advice stocking up on plastic. Dude, I can't see a time when we don't, you know, we have too much plastic. Right, this is loading in titanium ingots into here. Right, okay. Which is presumably what they are. Perfect. So we've got titanium here, and then if we... Oh, we've got graphene as well. Nice. In that case, we can do it now. So if we grab an assembler... tell it to make Nope, it's not done in assembler. It must be done in something else. A chemical facility. Who knew? Chemical plants, which we don't have any of. You don't need a titanium buffer, Moorcroft, I'll tell you why. Because these things, these act as buffers, and you just basically tell it how much you want. So if I want to have 2,000 available here, then this will act as a 2,000 buffer. Same with that. Whatever you say here, the drones will basically bring in. They act like a storage unit. They're like a warehouse with logistic drones and belts built in. Also, you can grab stuff from them. I don't know if you knew this. If you click on the logistics system and then you hover over that and hold down the right mouse button, you then get a number. While you're holding the right mouse button down, you can say, give me, like, I don't know, 200 of that, and you can nick it. Which is pretty useful. Oh, I need to get some stone. Where is glass? There's glass. So yeah, hype, 24 months, Ruben. Thank you very much. PC Gaming 2313. Hello, buddy. Love your channel. Keep up the great work. Thank you, PC Gaming. I think I missed your resub. I do apologize. I think you can actually do it around the planet as well, that inventory nicking thing, but I kind of think that's a bug as well. Like, as in you don't have to travel over to it. So yeah, when you extract from this, when you put the belt in and drag the belt out, you then press the tab key to tell it what it is that you want. In case you didn't know. And that works the same for these sorters as well. When you put the sorter down, you can press the tab key and change what it's doing. Right, production. Well, I might just flatten that out. When you're putting foundation down, click on foundation and you can have with or without decoration. So this is without decoration, but if you press the plus and minus key, you can adjust the size of what you're building. I know lots of you already know all this, but I'm sure there are people there that have not played this game yet or kind of curious about it, maybe. What are we making, guys? Carbon nanotubes? Yeah. So when you've picked your recipe, if you then shift left click, it not only copies the item, but it'll copy the recipe that it has inside of it as well, which is pretty handy. I love the sounds of the chemical plants. I honestly think it just sounds like a massive pot of soup or something. It's not good though. Question is, do we throw the result back into there? So if we choose that and tell it to store carbon nanotubes, we'll put it on max, it supplies it. So this is now on the logistic chain. So we can request those somewhere else now if we want to. Yep, carbon soup coming up. And cheek another one in there. Getting a bit squashed. Right, so they do 15, so it's one every 4 seconds, and we've got 4 of them, so we're making 1 a second roughly. Which is fine. It's not amazing, but it's fine. If we want to make more, what we can do is take those 2 belts and then wrap them back around here and just create another array. In fact, we could just do that now. Let's do that anyway. Might not fit. Fits. Adding some ice in the carbon, you've got Han Solo all over. Nice. I've only got 2 of those inserters left. You've watched 3 times and your brain is like, I think I need to play. What, as in, you like what you see or you're confused by what you see? Cool. That should be making some quite nicely. He's not got power. Okay, so now we're making that stuff. What that means is, I think we've got that on the logistic chain. Plastic, I'm not sure we have on the logistic chain. All the plastic is made over here, I think. I don't think we have... Oh, blimey, we do have a surplus. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, that changes things. Wow, we're actually out of... Look at this oil. We're actually not making enough oil. Which is pretty amazing considering how many refineries we've got going. Seriously? We need to make more refined oil? Like, wow. Okay. Let me nick that, because that's not needed. No, crude oil never actually runs out in this game. I think it's the one resource that never runs out. So these things never run out. Whether that will change, I don't know. Right, we need to get plastic into... We've got one of these. Yes, we have. Into the logistics system. An oil there, I don't want to go near that too much. Right, have we got any drones? Yes, we do. Perfect. That's charging up, and then we say plastic, supply. So I've got to sort out the refined oil situation. There we go, so that's plastic being made. I'm pretty certain that's being imported from the other planet. Which means we should now be able to assemble that fiber optic broadband stuff. And if we can assemble that stuff from these three parts, then we only need to combine it with processors which are easy to get because they're literally right here. So I wouldn't mind putting them in the logistics chain as well. I've got a feeling they're going to be needed in big numbers. Actually, they're already on the logistics chain. Look, they're in here. Okay, we've got everything we need. So now we can make purple science. The only issue is getting it over to this thing. got to somehow insert it into that thing. Not that thing, that thing. I've got to route purple signs into that. So I think what we'll do is we'll make it and buffer it and then just punt it over here. And that's going to unlock a bunch of tech. So we'll have carbon nanotubes coming out of there. I think so, Crippy. I really do. Bigfoot, good evening. Right, so we need to get some of that stuff over here. We've got plastic, we've got graphene. Let's get some of those. So we'll tell it to keep like 1,000. So we'll change that to demand. That's currently filling the buffer. And the drone should fly in shortly and start bringing that in. They come. I love making these logistics systems, they're so cool. Right, where's that made? It's made in an assembler. How long does it take to make one? 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Yikes. If we have 8 of them, we're going to make 1 a second. And that purple requires 1 of them and 2 processors. So if we have 8 assemblers for this, we're going to make 1 purple science a second, which is nothing. Lord Helbo, thank you for 41 months. It was all worth it. Thank you. That's quite a lot. And it needs 3 ingredients as well. Doesn't need many though, and 8 seconds means we can belt feed it from a center belt. So I want to stay clear of that. So if we start like here. So I could have three belts feeding it like this, because it can grab from that far away. Oh, quite a way, Flopsy. We're already just doing purple signs, dude. So we tell that we want to make particle broadband. Okay, that's 8. And then we do 8 on the other side, and if you want to, we can do another set. I think. What? I'm not sure how that happened. Somehow copied the wrong recipe. Yeah, really don't know how that happened. I must have copied it from somewhere. That's really weird because there's no magnets nearby, so how did that happen? Oh, this could be problematic. Should be alright, I think. To figure that out in a second. Alright, so the output line for this thing is going to have to be one on that side and then one on that side, which means the next set just needs to sit one away like that. Actually depends how close we can make that. Assuming we can output onto that. Okay. I feel this game would be better as an RTS type, but maybe the mecha thing is the gimmick with it. I mean, like Factorio has a similar concept. You walk around as a character. It's you, represents you on a distant foreign world, building things. You know, I think it kind of works. Like with Satisfactory, they do it by you being in first person, isn't it? It's going to be interesting trying to feed this beast. Wait, is that elevated? What the... Okay, I'm not sure how that happened. Yeah, I must have been still elevated, and I couldn't tell. Right, let's get this other input line sorted. Oh, I could have done it differently, been a lot neater. Thinking ahead, eh? I need to get that to there now. Whereas if I'd have planned ahead, I could have had that come into the inside line and put them to the outside, and there would no need for the ramp, and it would have looked a lot better. I'm making one every... That's one a second, yeah, it's got the capacity for that, no problem. Okay. That should be our output. I think we're ready to connect and see what happens. So that's going to make these guys particle broadbands, which we then combine with processors to make the purple. So the real question is, what do we do with this lot? Processors are over here. And they're also on the logistics line. We need to get the end result. I think what we do is we just punt it into a not enough soil, apparently. Right, we're getting there. Have we got enough? Don't think we've got enough inserters. Nope. I know we're making inserters somewhere. just can't remember where they are. There's the slow ones. I should try and get everything onto the logistics grid, and then I never need to do this anymore. There they are. Okay. So, output line. This is going to work, actually. I don't know if this is going to work. After all this. We need to get 3 things. Because back here, they're literally facing each other. And you can do it with 2. I really don't think you can do this with 3. I don't think they offset, Baz. I could be wrong. It's just going to put it there like that. I generally don't think this can work. I've got 3 belts and then 6 inputs. It's just not enough space.